You will hear 3 university students talking about the subjects they have chosen to study and where they live. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 26. Listen carefully to the first part of the discussion and answer questions 21 to 26.
Hi, Sam. Welcome back. Did you have a good vac?
OK, I suppose. Had a lot of reading to do, but managed to do some of it on the beach. This is Morris. He was at school with me a year below.
Hi, Morris. Lewis. So you've just come up?
Yes, I'm fresh blood. I came 3 days ago for Freshers' Week and to find my way about. It's quite confusing with the campus spread all over the town.
You'll soon get used to it. It's not a big town, and I can show you around.
What are you studying, Morris?
Well, I applied for English literature, but they said there were no places left, but my grades were good enough to get in. So I'm doing history of art with the possibility of changing back to my chosen subject now that I'm here.
Yeah, that sometimes happens. You may have had a lucky escape. I'm doing Eng Lit, and the reading list is, well, as long as your arm. Longer. I get the impression that I'm supposed to have read everything ever written since Homer. Plus all that theory. I'm even thinking of swapping courses.
To what? You love Eng Lit, and your tutor is one of the best in his field.
I'm not sure. Certainly something with a reasonable workload. One of the social sciences, psychology maybe?
I'm not sure you'd have any less to read, just less variety. Anyway, it's a load of rubbish.
What about you, Lewis?
I started out with economics, but found it too boring. So I changed to history. My French and German A-levels came in handy there, because you need at least 2 languages apart from English to study it. They like you to have Latin as well, so I'm having to take a refresher course in that. A lot of work, but fascinating.
What's your course like, Morris?
Looks interesting. I might stick with it, especially since what you said about the amount of reading you have to do. There's quite a bit of theory involved, and it also seems to take us back to the dawn of time. But I've always been interested in art, and now I might be able to understand it. I've been a bit, I may not know much about art, but I know what I like so far.
Now you have some time to look at questions 27 to 30. Now listen to the next part of the discussion and answer questions 27 to 30.
Are you still living on campus, Lewis?
Not this year. I've moved into digs with a couple of other guys. It's a big house on Western Road, lots of space, and on a bus route if I'm running late, but an easy walk away from the main campus.
What about you, Morris? Have you found somewhere?
Yes, the older brother of an old friend of mine is in his 3rd year here, and there's room in the house he's staying in. So yes, I'm well set up.
Where is it exactly?
Coming from the campus, you cross the river.
Sutton Bridge or Cowgate Bridge?
Cowgate Bridge is quicker. Then you take the first left past the fire station and you come to a fork in the road. Bear right and the house is just 100 yards down the road.
Great, that's easy to get to. Where's your new place, Lewis?
I was going to print out a map because we're having a party on Saturday. I usually go via Sutton Bridge because I like to stop off in the park there and read for a bit. Once you cross the bridge, there's a left turn with a tall block of flats on the corner. The park is on your right, but go straight on. There's a right turn immediately after, but ignore that too. You'll pass a building on your right. I think it's a youth hostel. And then take the road that bears left. Keep going straight down that, over the crossroads, and when you come to the next crossroads, We're the house on the corner, on the right.
If I understood that right, you're living just across the way from me. Well, diagonally opposite, on the corner of Cowgate Bridge Road and Elm Street. So we're practically next-door neighbours. It would be quicker to take my route and just cross Cowgate Bridge and keep going.
I know. Well, can I expect you both at the party?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.